Hello, you gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful, guapísimos. That's Spanish, by the way. Very good looking people. How are you today? Today I'm talking about ideas, inspirations, and how they come. I'll tell you all about it on the other side. The other day I was running and I was talking to the emissaries, as I always do. I open up and I sometimes talk out loud to them and they answer me. And it's a very nice way of communicating. I'm in the middle of the country. There's nobody. I never see anybody. And it's baking hot. The sun was baking hot. And I'm just running down the road like this, chatting away with a group of beings. It's very nice, I've got to say. Nice experience. So I was saying to them, we were talking about the ideas that I have in my head about things, the understandings that I have. And I said, to be honest, right now, I don't know what ideas you put into my mind and what ideas are my own. I don't know anymore. It's kind of like I just have ideas and that's it. And they said, they were talking about the connection, okay? And they said that they're connected to me now because I've allowed that connection to happen. And remember, this is something that we can all do. I've allowed that connection to happen, and obviously we've developed the connection. So what they said was that they don't give me ideas, okay? What they said was that the way that it works is this, that when they are given instructions, for example, that come from outside of themselves, okay, those instructions come and instantly everybody has the idea of the instruction. Everybody receives at the same time. And they said, so do I, because I'm joined. Obviously, I don't know whether I get all the information. I have a feeling that I don't, because I think that they get other stuff, like other agendas that I'm not party to. But in terms of understanding what's going on and deciding what the next step is and things like that, where do we need to go from here? They said that I just get that exactly the same time as they do because of the connection, that it's open all of the time. Okay, and I thought, wow, that's interesting. Then they were showing me, they showed me a part of a film that I'd seen, and I like this film. It's a film with Mel Gibson. I like Mel Gibson as well, for all of the right reasons. And it's called What Women Want. And there's a scene in there, I don't know if you know the film, but basically he can hear what women think. Yeah? So he's in this scene with this woman, actress, blonde, well-known, I think she's called Helen something. But anyway, she's having this thought about what to create. They work for a promo company. Yeah, and they're looking at a Nike, kind of an idea for a Nike advert. She's having the ideas and he's listening to her ideas and he's adding things, and in the end they come up with this brilliant expression, no games, just sports. Nike, no games, just sports, something like that. And in the end she looks at him and she said, whose idea was that? Was that my idea or was it your idea?
Well, I was thinking about a play on words, something about games versus, I feel like I was onto something good. Playing games versus playing...
Sports?
Yes, thank you. Do you like any of this?
A lot. I like the idea that you can be yourself on the road.
I do too. Did I say that out loud?
No, I was
Because I was circling around the exact same thing, which is great that we're both on the same... Sorry, I'm not thinking straight. My glands may be swollen.
Hey, they should be more swollen. You're doing great. Nike, no games.
Just sports.
And that's what they showed me. And that's what they say that is happening at the moment. That we're receiving the ideas at the same time. And nobody knows whose idea it was in the end. Okay? Because we're all getting them at the same time. Now, years ago, I used to hear these stories that, inventors would maybe 3 or 4 or 5 inventors would be working on exactly the same thing at exactly the same time. And people would say, if you have an idea, get on with it, because if you don't, somebody else is going to do it. Okay. I think that 4 or 5 inventors, I think that's now millions of people. I think there are so many people connected now, connected to source or connected to their guides or connected to their beings, that they're receiving all of the same information at the same time. How do we know that? Well, I'll give you an example. Just in my life, my wife and I believe that we're extremely connected. We're extremely connected on a spiritual level, on a thinking level. And so often, when we think about all of the things that we've done, that we've kind of been guided to do, we never know whose idea it was. I mean, I can count maybe 2 things that I know were Cynthia's idea, because we say, I don't know whose idea was it. And the fact is that because this is symbiosis that goes on, that we kind of both we're connected, we get the same ideas at the same time, or one builds on the other idea. Yeah. Well, I see that exactly the same now in our world. That, for example, I'll give you a practical example. I record the videos on a Monday, so I do my Monday video and a Friday video. And what happens during the week? I'm listening to other people, and I'm hearing them say exactly what I said for the Friday video, except the video hasn't come out yet. And quite often I think, people are going to think I've just been listening to other videos and copying what they're saying. It's not the case. And I've heard a lot of people in our networks saying that like lots of other people just jump on the bandwagon. Right? I've heard that. And I'm sure that's the case as well, especially with Intel. But that's not what I'm referring to. What I'm referring to is when people have a message. I remember one week it was something like, please, we've got to stop fighting amongst ourselves. We've got to start uniting, because that's what they want us to fight amongst ourselves, and we need. But it was such a strong. I just knew I had to say it, and then I watched like 4 or 5 videos of people saying exactly the same message with their style, but the same message. And I thought, wow, we are all connected, and it's been talked about the collective unconscious for years, that there's all of these ideas here floating around, and we draw on them. And often people can draw lots of the same idea, lots of different people. It's the 100th monkey, where if enough people are doing it, more people are doing it. But I think it's not so much the 100th monkey in terms of numbers. I believe now that we are connected to such a level, and this is through people understanding about meditation and how it doesn't need to be an hour long now, that we can meditate, we can go to this place, people understanding about sorting their own shit out. So what's happening is, if you imagine we're a tuning fork, yeah, a vibrational tuning fork, as we cleanse ourselves, and that's with food, with meditation, with exercise, with thoughts, clearing up our past, we start to be a really clear tuning fork, and therefore we can receive. And I think what's happening is more and more people are dropping all of the shit out of their life, sorting themselves out, and they are becoming brilliant conductors, and they're receiving information. And is it any surprise that it's the same information? No, not at all. I mean, some people have got different things and people are getting different ideas, but the principal message is the same. And I'm hearing this principal message over and over and over again, which is, forget what's going on, turn your face away. I mean, the emissaries said that right at the beginning. They just kept saying, turn your face away from that, turn your face away from that, face what you want. The principle of manifestation, yeah? And that's what I'm hearing. Let's just focus on what we want. Let's focus on what we want. So everybody's getting the same message, and it's no wonder. So how connected are you? How connected are you? What's coming to you? I talk to so many people that are talking about being connected and receiving messages and knowings. In my comments, when I say, for example, I've had to stop looking at these kind of channels because it's not helping me anymore. Like everybody, absolutely, I decided X months ago that I wasn't going to do that. Loads of people. We're all on the same wavelength. It's beautiful. It's absolutely wonderful what's happening. So there we are. If you don't feel connected, start working on getting connected. And really, all you're doing is joining the gang. You're joining the club, because we're all there. We're all getting connected, and we're all getting the same messages, and we're all getting the same feelings. And that connection is what's bringing what's coming. It's bringing the future to us. Let's get connected. Yeah, like the BT advert. I don't know, it's good. It's good to talk. It's good to talk with them. It's good to receive. Open that connection. Meditate 10 minutes every day with the purpose of connecting. On purpose. That's it. Talk to them. I am surrendering myself to you. That's what you got to do, by the way. Surrender yourself. Surrendering myself to you. Please start giving me information. I'm open to the information. Show me what I have to do. Tell me. Guide me. Just do that on purpose every day, and I guarantee you that you will start to receive mega downloads, and you'll start to receive knowings, and you'll go, wow, I knew that. Gordon's talking about that, but I knew that already, because we'll all be connected. Yeah. Have a beautiful week. I'll see you all on Friday. I love you all. Bye-bye.